Welcome back. I sent you this paper, and you notice this one is X'd off because you don't need it. You do need to cut out the top piece and the other 3 squares. You notice I have mine done. And then you need a piece of your spelling notebook paper. Okay, so I had that in the lesson plan. You should have this. And go ahead and take a minute and cut those out. You can be cutting while I start reading our story. And this is called The Cloud Book, Words and Pictures by Tomie Paola. This is an awesome book, and we are going to learn about the 3 main types of clouds today. The other types are in the book, but we're only going to go through with the 3 main types of clouds because those are the easiest for you to recognize. I'll read the whole thing, but we're only going to work with those 3. Almost any time you go outside and look up at the sky, you can see clouds. Clouds are little drops of water or ice hanging in the upper atmosphere high above the earth. And if you could hop on a bird and fly way up, you could see the whole earth covered with clouds. There are many different kinds of clouds. Some are high up, some are in the middle, and some are low down in the sky. The 3 main kinds are called cirrus, cumulus, and stratus clouds. You can tell them apart by the way they look and by where they are in the sky. When I was in college, I took a meteorology course for one of my science courses. That was the coolest course I ever took. Cirrus clouds are white and feathery, and they are the highest clouds. They are sometimes called mare's tails. See the tail on the horse? See how they look like they could actually, like they start with a skinny tight end and then they kind of blossom out. And see how they go across the sky. So they are the highest clouds. Cumulus clouds are puffy and look like cauliflowers. Have you ever eaten cauliflower? They also have flat bottoms. So you can see they're like puffy up here, but across the bottom, it's almost like they have a flat bottom. They are always changing shape and they're low in the sky. So even as you look at them, these are the ones that you tend to say, oh, that looks like a car. Oh, that looks like a boat. Stratus clouds are low also. They look like wide blankets of gray and are sometimes called high fogs. Drizzle or snow flurries may fall from them. There are also many other kinds of clouds. They have longer names because they look like cirrus, cumulus, or stratus clouds mixed together in pairs. So, right, we said the 3 main kinds are cirrus, stratus, and cumulus. So, cirrocumulus clouds are small, fleecy masses that are hard to see. They are very high up in the sky. Some people call them mackerel sky. The French call them moutons, which means sheep. Cirrostratus clouds are high up too. They cover the sky in thin, milky white sheets. When you look at the sun and moon through them, you can see a halo. Cirrostratus clouds are sometimes called bedsheet clouds because they lay out their flat. Altostratus and altocumulus clouds are found in the middle of the sky. Altostratus clouds look like sheets of gray or blue, and rain or snow may fall from them. Altocumulus clouds look like cirrocumulus clouds, but the puffs are much larger. They are gray or whitish, and if you walk underneath them, you might feel some drizzle or snow flurries. Nimbostratus, stratocumulus, and cumulonimbus clouds are low down in the sky. Steady rain or snow falls from nimbostratus clouds. They are easy to see because they're heavy and dark. Stratocumulus clouds look like rolls of blackish or bluish clouds, but they are not really rain clouds. They are often seen in the winter. Cumulonimbus clouds are the kind of clouds you see during a thunderstorm. They look like mountains of very tall cumulus clouds. And you can tell by how dark they are that it's going to storm. Fog is a cloud made of water droplets that form at ground level. It can come right into your front yard, especially if you live on a mountain. Up in the mountains, people give special names to clouds. One is called the banner cloud. Another is called the boa cloud. See how it wraps around the top of the mountain? This boa is not a cloud, it's a snake. In olden days, people looked at the clouds and saw things. The Native Americans saw thunderbirds in dark storm clouds. The ancient Greeks believed that Hermes, the messenger of the gods, who was also the wind, once stole the sun's cattle, which were clouds. And in Labrador, which is way up north, people believed that fog was caused by a white bear who drank too much water and burst. People saw giants, animals, ships, and castles in the clouds too. There are some sayings about clouds that help tell about the weather. For farmers, when the fog goes up the mountain hoppin', then the rain comes down the mountain droppin'. It's a cute little rhyme. For the travelers, evening red and morning gray set the traveler on his way. Evening gray and morning red bring down rain upon his head. So see, if the sky is red at night and then gray in the morning, it's going to be a good day. But if it's gray in the evening and red in the morning, ooh, it's going to rain. If there are large clouds in the morning, people sometimes say, in the morning mountains, in the evening fountains. So if you see this in the morning, it means it's going to rain. And the sailors know that mackerel scales and mare's tails make lofty ships carry low sails. So if this is what it looks like, then it's going to become this. There are funny sayings too. If people don't seem to know what they're doing, other people say, "He's in a fog," or "She has her head in the clouds." And now, here's a very silly cloud story. Ta-da! The cloud enters the room. The cloud fills the room. The cloud leaves the room. The room. So you see, clouds are fun, silly, and very interesting. The end. Okay, so you have your pieces all cut out. If you do not have your pieces cut out, stop the video until you do. Okay, you have to be ready to put these in and we're going to fill in the information. So the first thing we're going to do is, if you don't have glue, you might have some tape somehow. Doesn't work. There. We're going to glue down this title. Put it right at the very top of your page. Okay? And we're going to put the cirrus. Now, what you want to be careful, these are going back opposite of what we normally do. See where it says cirrus? That's where we're going to put the glue. We're putting it at the end. And so wherever that is, the very next line, actually we want to move this over here. The same thing with stratus. And then cumulus. Just like that. Okay? If you're not here yet, pause the video and you're going to catch up. So now we're going to fold this down. See where that dotted line is? And you're going to write highest. So I'm going to move this over and I'm going to write it bigger so you can see. Underneath there. And you can see I'm using double sets of lines. So highest clouds. And then you're just going to write mare's tails. Highest clouds, mare's tails. Can you see that? And it's not going to completely cover it. It's fine. It's fine. So highest clouds, mare's, put the apostrophe after the S. Tails. Okay. The next one is stratus. You're writing low clouds, high fogs. So low clouds, and I'm putting those quotation marks in, high fogs. Low clouds, high fogs. Remember, you can pause this. If I'm going too fast, you just hit the pause button. Okay? And the last one are cumulus. Cumulus. Puffy with flat bottoms. Puffy with flat bottoms. And you should be able to write bottoms beside. When you're finished, you can hang this on your refrigerator or take it outside with you and look at the sky each day and say, oh, do I see cirrus clouds? Do I see stratus clouds? Do I see cumulus clouds? What kind of clouds do I see? Just kind of an interesting, especially in the summer. It's so much fun to just kind of hang out, lay in the grass, look up at the sky, and see if you can identify the clouds. Okay? I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.